What up? What up? What up? It's me, your girl Labora Lee, aka Cat Lee, and you have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast. Yeah. What up, y'all? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get my specs right so I can be where I need to be. But what you need to know is today. Hold on. Wait. Oh, today is Wet and Wired Wednesday. Today is the day that we get into the taboo, some of the things that have us wired, and other topics as well. It might be a headline in there too, as well, while we're going through. But there's a few things that I need to say to you before we get this show started, which is like, share, and subscribe to the show. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and IG. Make sure you do that. Make sure you do that. And if you want to donate, the Cash App link is in the description above or below, depending on how you're watching. Also, hold on. We're missing a thing or two here. I gotta make sure I got everything lined up. Okay, here we go. Also, if you would like to call in, if you would like to call in, you can definitely do so. 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828. You can drop a link. You can send a text if you don't want to necessarily be heard, or you can ask me to drop the link and I will allow you to come on screen and, get into it with me. We'll talk about a few things. That's what we do on Wire Wednesday. So that's what we do every show, but specifically tonight. So before I get into it, I have to play this quick commercial and I'll be right back.
Want last minute brand design help? Get top tier Fiverr freelance creatives at your fingertips fast with secure payments and 24/7 support. Head to fiverr.com today and get something started.
Hold on. Now, we will be getting into I do have two more commercials I have to play this evening, but they're really, really fast. And there's no really not a really lot to be said. I'll just be letting you know about what they got going on real quick. So there's some things I wanted to get into this evening. You know, sometimes I sit and I reflect on things. I do self-reflection. Sometimes I sit and I reflect on things from the past and how I can change what that looks like in the future, um, and other things. But the one thing that I want you to know that I definitely do is self-reflection. So hence the title, Black Girl Was Lost. She is definitely found, and a grown-ass woman. We're gonna get into that in a little bit. There's some things I want to talk about though. So as we know, this shit show of a court case, um, this shit show of a court case is going on right now. The Tory Lanez and Meg the Stallion situation, it's happening and all of that good stuff. So what we know is that Tory's defense didn't finish closing statement, but plans to finish tomorrow. They do not, he does not, well, they're not going to put him on the stand either. The jury, they said that his defense team says that the jury shouldn't believe Megan because she lied about the glass in her foot and sexual relationship with Tory. So I got some things to say about this. And y'all know, if you've been listening to this podcast, I've always stated from when all of this first went down, the first thing was I got tired of talking about it. It was exhausting. I didn't want to talk about it until it was time for them to go to court. I mean, I can see my comments, so cool. I didn't want to talk about it until it was time for them to go to court. Well, now they're actually in court. And I've been listening to those who are allowed access in the courtroom. Um, uh, I've been, and then it's been many people, many reporters who've had access and lawyers, such as Nancy Dillon. She's been in there. Then we have the lawyer for hire dude or whatever. He's been able to come in there as well. So it's been interesting. Actually, it's been more like a circus, if you ask me. This court case. Um, it's been up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Um, it's crazy. So, um, what they say is this. Also, Megan Conniff. I'm probably saying. I know I'm saying her name wrong, but she's also been in the courtroom as well, listening to the testimony, and she said it's official. Tory Lanez will not be testifying. He confirmed to Judge Hereford that he knows it's his decision, and his decision is not to testify. The judge then read aloud the jury instruction, and closing will allegedly begin at 1:30. So we've also had the. I wanna I wanna go to his actual page because this gentleman has actually been in the courtroom. Um, I want to make sure that this is his page. Hold on, y'all. Because I don't want to pull up. I want to pull up his actual page and no one else's. So hold on. I have to make sure because I did make this smaller so I could see. Okay, yeah, this is his page. So I want to put this on the screen really quick. And I'm gonna let you guys hear some of what he had to say. But I actually want to go to today. Now it was a lot. It was a lot. No. I want to go to the testimony of the actual neighbor and what they had to say. So we're gonna pull this one up really quickly, and then I want to get to some of the things I want to talk about. But I have to talk about this at this point because I haven't really been doing much commentary on it, but it's interesting. So I'm gonna pull that up in a minute. Hold on. I want to make sure that the sound is on.
And basically, the defense, this is the prosecutor back and redoing their whole case because they didn't expect Kelsey to go on the stand and say, "Oh, I was lying when I said Tory shot her. Tory didn't shoot her." So now that she said that, the prosecutor's going back and just recalling witnesses and trying to introduce more text messages and more evidence at the last minute because they have to scramble to kind of deal with Kelsey changing her story. And one of the witnesses today that they brought back was the officer who arrested Kelsey, put the cuffs on her when they were taken out of the car. And the prosecutor asked her, "Hey, what was Kelsey's demeanor like?" "Oh, she was very distraught. She was crying." "Hey, did Kelsey say anything to Meg?" "Yeah, she checked on Meg. Meg, are you okay?" And then the cross-examiner went on, the defense attorney went and said, "Hey, well, what was Tory's demeanor like?" "I don't know." "Did you see him?" "No." "Were you right next to him the whole time?" "Yeah, for about 20 to 30 minutes. Kelsey was in front of me. Tory was in front of me. I was standing right there, but I didn't hear what they said to each other. And I couldn't tell you what Tory looks like."
Okay, so that's part of it. The other part was that was the Kelsey situation. Now, basically, what he said in the also, which that wasn't the one that I wanted to play. This is the one I believe that I wanted.
Here's your Monday update. Prosecutors just tried to charge Tory with 2 new felony counts of intimidating a witness. 1 for intimidating Meg, 2 for intimidating Kelsey. They want these charges added to the criminal complaint, and they want these charges to go to the jury at this trial. The judge said, "What? Hold up now. We just finished pretty much all the testimony." By the way, there's about 1 day of testimony left, maybe 2. And you guys want to add 2 new counts for what? Based on what? How long have you had this information? They said, "Well, we know that he's been threatening to pay them $1 million, and we had that information a while ago, but we didn't know how they were going to testify." The judge said, "No, that's not how this works. You cannot add these charges to this trial right now. It would be so unfair to the jury to hear, to the defendant to hear that this is what you're trying to do." So the judge denied it. If they want to charge him with intimidating a witness, they can do that with a separate case. It's not going to happen on this case. As to the rest of the trial, testimony will conclude probably tomorrow, maybe the day after. Closing statements coming on Wednesday or Thursday. We should get a verdict. I don't know how long it's going to take the jury, but this is going to be given to the jury by Thursday or Friday. More updates to come. Wow. Here's your Monday update.
So,
prosecutors just tried to
I'm going to stop sharing now.
with 2 new
It was
felony counts of
also a lot going on when it came to the witness. The witness gave his account about what happened, what he witnessed from his balcony, from his bedroom, where everything went down. And I'm trying to tell you, honey. Oh, wow. All right, so it's just a mess. It's a circus. So if you have not, I will be giving some more updates on Friday because I want to chip away at it like a little bit. So I will give more updates on Friday about that situation. But that's not the only court case that's going on. We also had the Young Thug court case happening as well. Gunna's out, and then it's another member. He signed a plea deal as well. He's out. Well, no, I don't think he's getting out. I think he just signed a plea, so his life, his time would be shortened. So now we have to sit back and watch and see what goes on with that case as well. And then we have a new case, Lil Wayne, but this is not. See, this is that. Those two cases are more criminal than this case that we got going on with Lil Wayne. With Lil Wayne, his chef or former chef, ex-chef, is suing him. Now she's suing him because she said he wrongfully terminated him. He wrongfully terminated her because she had to go and take care of her son. But so she's suing him for $500,000. She was his personal chef, and she claims she was fired over leaving her shift for an alleged family emergency. Now, however, a rumor is saying that she is fired for posting of Lil Wayne's favorite meals. And there are many, I could pull that out for you. And I want you to be the judge about why we think she was fired exactly. Because
intimidating a witness, one for
hold on, I'm sorry. Let me get that off of here real quick. Because I feel like she was fired because I personally feel like she was fired because she was doing too much. But I want to let you be the judge. I don't want to be the person who's like, oh, I got all the answers. No, that's not true. That's absolutely not true. So I got to get to it really quickly. Oh, no, that's not it. Hold on. Okay, it should be. I got to refresh my page because I'm like, it should be here. But I don't want to be the person that be like, oh, okay, well, I got all the answers, because I don't. But I will say, I feel like my fellow Libra fired her because of shit like this. And I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you really quickly. Because I feel like you got to give people the benefit of the doubt a lot of times. And in these cases, celebrities they want their privacy. They don't want you to jump in and just be giving out all of their little celebrity secrets and stuff, right? So I feel like in this situation, he was like, Shorty, you doing too much. And so you gotta go. I trust in you and I believe in you that you should be able to come in and do your job without giving up my tea. So I'm going to show y'all this really quick. Let me pull myself down a little bit. I'm going to show y'all a little bit of what she was doing. And you be the judge of why she got fired. And I think if she went to court, I think this would stick up in court. Lil Wayne's favorite sandwich by Chef Morgan. The next one, private jet set up for Lil Wayne. Like, it's a private jet. He don't want people to know what's going on in there. That's why it's private. Lil Wayne's favorite foods by Chef Morgan. Again, Chef Morgan flying to cook for Lil Wayne dinner. when Chef had to make soul food for Lil Wayne in 45 minutes. It's just, it's ridiculous. So I don't think that he fired her because she had to go to tend to her child. I think that he fired her because she was doing too much. That's what I really think. And there is a such thing people as doing too much. So yeah, I wanted to move forward. Um so ladies, I always tell y'all about, our bodies are our temples, and I know that we want for our bodies to look a certain kind of way, and we want them to be molded a certain kind of way. Listen, I still got love handles, and I got little things that happen during the birth of my child, and she's 10 now, and it's been years. I mean, I do work out, but things happen as you get older. So I want to talk about this 24-year-old woman who, um, let me bring this up so I can read it. Whom, oh no, I'm sorry, she was 26. She wanted to get a Brazilian butt lift and breast implants. And when I say even when you're in your 20, but even when you're in your 30s, I just don't recommend getting certain procedures done. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's not because I don't feel like, I mean, you could do what you want to do with your body, but I will say this: you don't know what your body is gonna wind up looking like later on in life. You just don't know. Like, I am the smallest I've ever been, um, like waist wise and stuff. um, and in life, I was a lot thicker before I had my daughter. Um, Now I will say this: my leg muscles, my legs and my leg mass is thicker because I walk a lot. My butt has gotten more toned and a little bit bigger because I walk a lot. I use those muscles. Um, but you just don't know what your body's gonna wind up looking like. Um, I'll say my boobs aren't as perky as they used to be, but they're not bad, for a rack or whatever. My dude likes them, so they're not a bad set of cha-chas, but you just don't know what your body's going to wind up looking like. So let's get into this really quick. So a 26-year-old mother of two has passed during a Brazilian butt lift and a breast implant surgery after a unlicensed doctor gave her anesthesia and she never woke up. Um, so Janisha, they called her Jayla Williams, went under the knife of October the 20th, 2021 for two cosmetics procedures during um, being performed by Best Cosmetic Surgery Center in Plantation, Florida. And this happened right here because a lot of the stories you hear, it happens like over in the Dominican Republic, but this actually happened here. Throughout the procedure, Williams' mother, Latasha, legit was measured by the medical staff that her so no, reassured. I can't even see this. I gotta bring this. I'm blind, y'all. This don't make no sense. Okay. I should be able to see it better now with my blind self. All right, so she was reassured by the medical staff at the center, um, that her daughter was fine, but grew concerned when she saw other patients being discharged, but not Williams. When she heard a siren, she grew frantic and then learned that her daughter was being taken to Plantation General Hospital. When she demanded to know what was going on, that was when she got the horrifying news that her daughter had passed. Um, the grief-stricken mother who had flown from California to help her daughter post-surgery was traumatized. Legit told the news station NBC6 Miami, they politely grabbed me and said, "Your daughter is your daughter had passed. That is the saddest thing I can imagine. Because just imagine this is a procedure that normally, for the most part, most people come out of. And like they said, her daughter had, I mean, other people were being discharged except for her daughter. So it's sad. Ladies, love yourselves. Not all the time are those surgeries the best thing for you. Have I ever thought about getting a surgery? No. I've always looked for alternative ways. Like if I wanted my butt to be, lifted and firmer, I always look for exercises that I could do. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. My squat game was good at first, but then I got lazy for some strange reason and I stopped. I'm good with walking though. I walk a lot. So my booty got a little bit bigger since. I don't need a humongous butt. I need a real, natural, firm butt. Um, Anything else is uncivilized in my opinion. And that's just honest. But be careful where you going to get these surgeries. And you heard that they were unlicensed. So be careful who you go to. And if they have a license, they're probably going to cost more. That's why a lot of young ladies go to these type of people, because they don't cost as much as the licensed facilities. So just be careful. Just be careful, y'all. So my condolences to her family. Now this other story has been freaking me out too, just because I'm a mom. But 2 babies were a young lady stole another young lady's car while she went to go pick up some stuff. And when she stole that car, it was a set of twins in the car. She returned one, she dropped one off, and I guess kept the other one. So they're still searching for the other twin. I'll get more into that, in depth into that, as the story continues and it goes along. But it's some weirdos out here, man. Some weirdos. So back to the black girl is no longer lost. She's definitely found, and a grown ass woman. I told you I do a lot of self-reflection, and I recommend that to everybody, because sometimes you don't always have somebody to bounce ideas off of, or talk about the things that are going on in your head and what you got going on. And so I do self-reflection just because sometimes one is I'm pretty good at being by myself, but 2 is I don't always have somebody to talk to. Sometimes I'm just alone in my shit, and I just got to deal with it. I think that's a Libra thing too. But there are a lot of things that I sat and I broke down, and this is how I know she's no longer lost. She's grown. One is when it comes to love, I realize and I understand that relationships are relationships. And you don't really know that the love is there until after you get past the honeymoon stage. That's when it gets real and you have a real understanding of what's happening around you. And it's real if you 2 go through your little whatever and you still like, all right, I'm mad at you, but I love you, so what we gonna do? I'm quite sure I say things to my spouse sometimes, and he, what the fuck? But he says things to me sometimes, and I'm like, dude, like really? Or sometimes he don't even know. It's not even that he says things to me. It's just certain things that he does that I'll be like, what the fuck? But at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, I know the love is real, because those little things that we go through, we don't go through nothing major. We just go through whatever we go through. But those little things that we go through, we always wind up coming back together. I'm going to miss him. Hopefully he misses me. And it's going to, it's going to gel back together. And I think that's the understanding I've gotten in my black girl journey of what life is. I told you last week, nobody's fucking perfect. So you can't expect perfection. So that's part of my black girl journey. The next part of my black girl journey, not being lost anymore, is becoming a parent, man. It's so many things that happen in life. And one thing that happened recently, actually the other day, my daughter goes to school, she comes home. Well, one is like, what the fuck? Kids are crazy. I love kids, but they're crazy because they be thinking they slick and they not. And it's things that I probably did when I was young and I thought I was slick about, but now I see my daughter doing some of those things now, and it's like, I get it. I get it. I get it. Um, but it's good because I embrace it with love. And what I'm not going to deal with, I'm not going to deal with. And what I am going to deal with, I'm going to deal with. But one thing specifically, is the school nurse. I've gotten more calls than a little bit in the month of December from the school nurse. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But some things I'll be like, all right, I'm about to go get my kid. The other things I'm like, dude, you tried it. So parenting is one of those things that helped me through my journey. Becoming a mom that helped me through my journey. Um my transition from becoming a black girl to a black grown ass woman. Um but also again with parenting, it's so many things that are going on in this world. And she came home the other day with a paper, and I'm kind of glad that they learn these things. Although she's rarely in a situation for any of those things to happen, because She doesn't walk home by herself. She's always with me for the most part. She's never home alone. There's always someone home with her for the most part. Well, for all the parts, no most part. This is just is all, including the first one. She don't really have time situations where she encounters strangers, but I understand why they teach that, because there are a lot of children that are, you know, latchkey kids. They out here, they gotta go. But it made me realize I was a latchkey kid. Like I was one of those kids. I had keys around my neck on a shoestring. I had to let myself in when I had to let myself into my own home when I was her age. And there are a lot of reasons why I don't repeat these things. Um, I want her life to be I don't want to raise my child the same way that my parents raised me. And nothing against how they raised me, because they were hardworking parents, my mom and my pops. But I just, I'm not going to say they did a horrible job, but I'm going to say there are things that, because they were so busy trying to get to the bag and try to get to the money, that they didn't have time to do with me, like helping me with my homework every day and things of that nature. But see, in order for me to understand these things, these are things that I have to sit and reflect on. So you see, it's nothing wrong with understanding and taking accountability. I've said this a long time ago, probably when I first started this podcast, but I'm going to say it right now. Accountability, taking accountability and saying, maybe I'm wrong, or apologize. Like there are times when I might be wrong about something that I said to my daughter. I have no issues with going back to her and saying, baby girl, like the other day, what was it I said to her? Oh, okay. I know what it was. I asked her to go get all of her dirty clothes from out of her bedroom. Um, and I was like, because of habits that she has, though, I assumed that she did not bring all of her clothes down. And then so I was like, you probably didn't bring all your clothes down. And she was like, I tried. And I'm like, trying is not good enough. I need you to do exactly what I asked you to do. Okay. So then I went to her room and I looked, and she did bring all of her clothes down. So when she got home from school, did I pick her up? Oh no, she went to her friend's house. When she came home from that, or something, it was either that or she went out with my dad. She went out with my dad. So when she came back, I had to sit down and I said, baby girl, come here for a second. And she was like, hi, mommy. And I was like, I want to apologize to you because you did do what I asked you to do. I just assumed that you didn't do what I asked you to do. There's nothing wrong with apologizing. There's nothing wrong with taking accountability. Problem is it's a lot of people out here that won't take accountability for their wrongdoings. Even if it comes to my dude, if I truly believe that I'd wronged him in any kind of way, which I don't really do anything to wrong him, but if I did, I wouldn't have an issue with saying, this is what I did, I was wrong. and then suffer whatever the consequences that it is that I gotta suffer. Again, this is just hypothetical because I don't really do anything. I don't really do anything other than just work and take care of my child. I don't really hang out with people, none of that stuff. But if I did, I would have to take accountability because that's in my nature to do. Um, Even with other people in my family, like it's just in my nature to take accountability. And I also have to understand that everybody's not like me. Everybody's not loyal like me. Everybody's not going to be accountable like me. Um, Everybody can't understand my harsh sense of being because it seems harsh to you, but it's just me being brutally honest. Everybody can't handle that. There's just a lot of things about me that I understand that everybody is not the same, but that's the whole thing. Part of the accountability, just understanding, reflection, understanding, thinking about it, just just understand, and even trying to find another way to communicate that to other people, that you sit down and you really think about the thing. Well, this is what I need to do anyway, but that I sit down and I really think about the things that's going on in my life and what's going on around me. It's important to me. um I am one of them people that balances everything. You feel me? Like everything must be balanced out in order for me to have a happy, healthy life. Mentally, I need to be able to balance everything the fuck out. But I want to do this new thing. I just had to get that off my chest really quick. I'm doing this new thing, right? Where I got this app, right? And it's pretty fun. It's funny, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's funny. And I say I mean, sometimes I respond. And I'm gonna give you some of the responses that I've I've responded back. But today, from now on every Wet and Wired Wednesday, I am going to ask for anonymous confessions and see what we get because it's fun, right? Well, I asked for anonymous, and but on what I'll do the anonymous messages on Monday, but confessions I'm doing those on Wednesday. And so I wanted to hear what people would say to me, and well, now they should by now know. Hold on, I got to play a quick commercial really quick. All right, it's not that long of a commercial. Let me just say this. Sign up for HelloFresh using the code HelloFresh21, all caps. You get 21 free meals, plus free shipping and 3 free gifts. So I needed to talk about that really quick. So anyway. Oh, and the link is above or below depending on how you're watching. But so this is confession part of Wet and Wired Wednesday confession time. So I said, send me your anonymous confession. One person said, I'm afraid of the dark. My response was, oh, you poor thing. I'm going to say exactly what I say to people when they send me things. Another one says, I have to shave my pubes every day. And I was like, well, congrats, with a whole bunch of a hand clap and a whole bunch of clapping emojis. It was like, what the that's why you that's what you're gonna say in your little confession. But if that's your confession, that's your confession. The next confession, somebody said, I think birds aren't real. Well, let me tell you something, honey. If birds aren't real, then I don't know what that was that attacked me that one day when my hair was honey blonde and I was walking down the street and I was walking past, and I guess it thought I was attacking its nest and it started trying to attack me. It was a mockingbird, to be specific. So I don't know. I beg to differ. It was real. It was on me. I was running down the street, all that crazy shit. The next confession was, I miss you. Here's the weird thing about this one. I miss you. It's kind of weird when it's anonymous because I don't know who the fuck you are that's telling me that you miss me. One would hope it's my spouse, but if it's not my spouse, who the fuck is it? And then I can't give you the same rebut. I can't give you like in return, but like, I miss you too. I don't know if I necessarily miss you. I'm not really in the market for male companionship, so I be missing him, but everybody else. If you were in a situation where you had me, like if you're in a situation that you do miss me, then that means you had me as a friend or you had me as a lover at one point. Um, and then you lost me. And that's not my fault. That's your fault. Sorry. I can't see where it would be my fault. Somebody said this is a funny one. I catfish people with my fake IG account. Now that's funny. Um, that's funny, but I'm telling it. I already told you on IG that I'm gonna be, and probably didn't tell you on my the Facebook page, but I'm reading these confessions aloud. So you better hope they don't listen to what I got going on, because now they know that you be catfishing people with your fake IG page. And why would you do that anyway? Why are you catfishing people? You bored? You got too much time on your hands? Because I kind of really feel like that's what it is. The next confession was, I only tap these links for you. Well, thank you for tapping the links. It's fine. It's fine. And keep tapping. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm gonna put that on IG in a second. And then back again, it's the same person. I shave my pube hairs every day. I'm assuming it's the same person. I don't care about you shaving your pubes. More power to you. Congrats. I'm just really. But the person who said I miss you, I don't. This anonymous, so I couldn't know who it was. So how effective is it to tell me that you miss me? And the person who I only tap these links for you, guess thanks for tapping the link for me. You make me feel special. Thank you. But the birds, the birds. I don't know what you. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I think they real too, because the other day, me and my daughter walked out to go to school, and it was a hella bunch of crows in my backyard picking at my trash. If they're robots, I don't know how they got them in that number, because it was more than 10. It was definitely more than 10. I didn't even count because I was out there trying to get them off my trash, because I had to go out there and clean the trash up. We don't keep a dirty yard over here, so it made me mad. So I don't know, baby. I think they real. I think they real. I think them ninjas is real, for real. 'Cause they tore my backyard up. I was so mad. I had to go out there and clean up myself, but whatever. Um, and I don't know. You got too much time on your hands. You out catfishing people. But on Mondays, I ask questions. I mean, well, I'll let you send me a message and I'll answer them. And so I had a few on Monday. It's basically send me an anonymous message and I basically reply, right? So let me make sure I'm at the first one. The first one that I was asked was what was one of my worst personality characteristics. And to be honest with you, it's overthinking shit. I overthink everything. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a overthinking. It's probably why I'm probably good at doing what I do, because I think a lot, and overthinking, it's a gift and a curse. And especially because sometimes when I overthink, I'm right, but sometimes when I overthink, I'm wrong. So it's a gift and a curse. What's my sign? I'm a Libra. So it is what it is. How many selfies do I take a day? Well, to be honest with you, I only take selfies on podcast day, one that I sent to my dude, and then you'll probably see it after I sent it to him. Or more than likely you see it after I never post it before I send it to him. He gets it first. And then I do one reel. What's that reel? I do one reel, and you'll see that through the internet. But I don't really take a lot of selfies. For no reason. The next one was, have I had any surgery? And I answered that, yes, I have, but no cosmetic surgery. You just heard me talk about why I don't think that anybody should do it. Now, once you get past a certain age, I can't tell you what to do with your body, but I just think you don't know what your body's going to wind up turning into. And people be getting surgeries and then their bodies be looking all crazy. So I've never had a cosmetic surgery. I've had surgery because I had well, they thought that I was gonna grow a skin cancer called melanoma, which most people get it from being in the sun too much or whatever. But mine didn't come from that. And I had those surgeries when I was really young. One I had at 10 and the other one I had at 15, 16. So yeah, but no cosmetic surgery, like no breast enhancements or nothing like that. Um, Next one. Who do you have pinned in your iMessages? Well, the crazy part about that is, although I do have a Mac, nobody FaceTimes me. Nobody sends me messages on there, which is so weird because a lot of people I know have like Apple product, like iPhones and shit like that. Nobody sends me no messages on there. But I guess if I'm going to say who I got pinned on there, my significant other. Nobody, nobody, uh, nobody ever pins me on there. I mean, I don't calls me on there or whatever. They call me on my regular phone. Where we at on time? What's my dream house? I said it on there, but I'm gonna say it on here. My dream house is and a happy, a happy home. Like it's the house is just a building. The environment within the home is what makes it a home. So I don't really. I mean, I have a house that I like, that I would like to live in, and it's a nice creek beside it, and I would love to sit beside it and listen to the creek all the time. But yeah. Somebody asked me what did I eat for breakfast. I can't really answer that on the show because I eat something different every day. Somebody said they really like me, but I'm like, you don't know me. I'm probably a jerk if you met me in real life. I don't know, but whatever. What's my favorite food? Sushi. I love sushi. It's one of my favorite foods. Am I judgmental? If somebody's being wrong, I'm absolutely judging the person who's doing the wrong. I am. I stand for justice. Like I want everything. It's the Libra in me. Everything must be. If somebody's doing somebody wrong, I'm gonna ride their ass. Whoever's doing it, I fight for the little people. I just do. What is the weirdest thing I've ever eaten? I don't eat weird shit. It's just not how I get down. I'm sorry. I don't eat weird shit. I'm not in that market of eating weird shit. Um, have I ever done narcotic? And then they put a leaf behind it. My answer was a leaf is not a drug. It's just that simple. Some things I'm just probably not gonna answer. Even though if you watch the show, you can kind of get your real answer. And then we got into the I'm afraid of the dark, and I'm gonna say again, poor baby. Yeah, so I think I covered all of them. But I will be incorporating this into the show. Why? Because it's fun for me to read some of these things, these comments, and answer some of these things. Um I enjoy it. It's fun. It's really, really fun. Again, if you're saying shit like you miss me, it's kind of gonna go over my head because it's anonymous. I don't know who the fuck you are for me to be like, oh, you missed me. Oh, who the fuck is it? I don't know who it is. So yeah, that is that. I might bring some back on Friday if we get any good ones. Um, oh, I got a new one. I'm probably gonna bring for Friday. But but I don't really do much of the talking on Fridays because it's about the music. But I kind of I enjoyed that part. That was kind of fun to me. Oh, we might play a game like never have I ever, or your crush. Tell me your crush. Cancel. We can talk about canceling people. Um, Deal breaker. What's your deal breaker? I think that'll be for next Wednesday. I want to know what the deal breaker is for you. Um, we can play Kiss Mary Black. Describe me in 3 words. So there are other things we will be doing. I'm gonna incorporate it because it's fun. It's a little game we can play, and is interesting to hear some of the responses, I believe. So I want to get to showing my love. I like it. So we're going to play it. If you watch the show, you're going to play it with me. And that's just what it is. I'm just like, no, you my IG, you just going to see it pop up and you going to either answer or you're not going to answer. Either way, we doing it. So I got to get to showing my love really quick. Okay. So my top 6, because I can't do 5 anymore because I got a 6 now. One country just was like, you know what, we getting in this list and I'm not going to knock my other countries out just because they showed up. So I expanded it to top 6. So the United States first, because they always come through and they always show me love, and I love you. I love you, babies. France, of course, been day ones, and I love you very much. The UK, hi, darlings. Thank you for being here. Germany, thank you, darlings. And India, thank you as well. And last but not least, well, they're not last, but the last in the top 6, Belgium. Hi, Belgium. I appreciate you so much. I do, darling. I do. I don't know who came through in the Belgium, but they showed up and I love them. Specifically Brussels. Yeah, I love you. Thanks for showing up. So I'm gonna get to more of the love because I love you all equally. It's just that's who showed up. Let me make sure we don't got any any comments. Well, if we do, I'll get to them in a minute. But that's who showed up and I love them for it. So let's get to it. Brazil, I love you. I do. Netherlands, Singapore. Love you both. Spain, love you. Philippines, love you. No, I already said Belgium. I love you though. Australia, I love you. Japan, I love you. Mexico, I love you. Ireland, I love you. Nepal, I love you. Mauritius, I love you. Israel, I love you. Of course, I love you. It's the homeland. Canada, I love you. In Hong Kong, I love you, darling. But it's more. I'm not done. Hold on. I am not done. Let me make sure my list is okay. My list is not refreshed, but I'm gonna get it right really quickly. I love you all. You guys are extraordinary, man. My listening audience is dope as fuck. All right, so let's get to it. So we said Russia. Thank you. I love you. Hello, darlings. Thank you for coming through, Russia. I know a little bit about your country. I know a little bit of what's going on now, but I know a little bit of history too. A lot of bit of history because I'm a history buff. I like history. History is good. Switzerland. Hi, darlings. I need to get in y'all history because I don't really know too much about y'all history, but I'm gonna find out. But Switzerland, thank you. I love you. And I'm gonna add some of this to my new segment of the podcast. But Switzerland, thank you for being here. I love you. Turkey. Hi, darlings. I'm looking for all my Turkish people who started teaching me how to speak Turkish and then they just dipped off. You can't start me and then stop. I need more. Thank you. Austria. Hi, darlings. I know a little bit about y'all too, but I can always learn more. Hi, Austria. Kenya. Hi, sweetie pies. Thank you for tuning into this podcast. Pakistan, which was so extraordinary to me, like, whoa, dude, this is crazy. Pakistan, I appreciate you for being here and I love you. Romania, also a surprise. Thank you for being here and I love you. I love you. I love you. But I'm not done. That was just one list. Got to get to the other list. Sorry. That's how it works over here. That's how my life is set up. China, hi. I was surprised about that one too. Hi, China. Thank you for being here and I love you. Poland, hello. Thank you for being here. And I love you. Tunisia, thank you for being here. I love you. In Venezuela, hi, honeys. Thank you for being here. And I love you. But I'm not done. See, keep going. It's lovely. I love it. On this list, we're hearing about Nigeria. Thank you for being here. And I appreciate you for coming through. And I love you. You guys are extraordinary. Man, I love to see. I love that's probably one of my favorite aspects of the show is seeing new countries pop up in the feed. Like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. Like, oh my gosh, another country. Whoa, my gosh, I love you guys so much. You're so dope. Yeah, that's really how it goes in my head. I'm saying it out loud today, but in my head, I'll be in here like, what? Like, call Boo, like, guess what? Guess what happened? A new country is on the list. I do this. I hope I said Poland. I hope I said Poland. If I didn't, I'm sorry. And I love you. Thank you, Poland. But yeah, that's exactly how it goes. Oh my gosh, a new country is on the list. This is crazy. And then he's like, what? That's dope. He don't be as pumped as I do, but it's my show, so I should probably be more pumped than anybody else. But I'm like, whoa! This is freaking amazing. And then, that's the end of it. This is dope. I get excited about it. Now, I have to do the math. Oh, wait a minute, I can see more. I have to do the math on how many. Oh, wait a minute, we might got one more for the road. I have to do the math on how many countries we're at now. I think we have a new question. How many countries we're at now. But I said at a certain point that we would do a little celebration. It's not going to be anything heavy, but a little celebration to celebrate. And in that celebration, I will be shouting out cities. I'm gonna do the countries, but I'm also gonna do the cities. So bear with me. It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. Oh, all right, India, they always show me love. It's gonna happen. Oh, Austria. Yeah. I think I got everybody on the list, but it's gonna happen. I'm gonna go through cities as far as I can, and I'm gonna show love. I'm gonna give love to everybody who shows me love because I feel like I gotta do something to show y'all that I appreciate y'all, and especially because a change is coming, and I'm trying. I told you guys that. All right, let me take the screen down. Told you guys that there's a lot of situations happening, but let me do this really quick, and then I'll give you more info about that as well. I have to do this. Sorry, gotta pay the bills. All right, so I'm doing a little venture with nakedwines.com. Wait, let me put that back on the screen because I didn't get a chance. You get this is a flex offer. You get $100 off of a 6-pack of wine for $39.99. You just use the code flex offers 6 and that will get you that. And I don't think I put the codes in the so I'm gonna put that in the description as I update it later. But yeah, you get 6 nice size bottles, regular size bottles of wine. And then they kind of the way it works. Oh my gosh, I want to tell you guys how that works. I'm gonna break it down, but you get 6 beautiful bottles of wine. These wines that you see on the clip, they are actually bottles of wines that they sell. So you can mix it up, have different kinds. You can get one for dessert, you can get one for dinner, one that goes with red meats, one that goes with poultry, one that goes, it's just so many, but you have to understand how wine works. I think people that they just go out and buy wine and they don't really know what they're doing at all. And they're not pairing the wine with the right dishes. Some wines are better with pasta. It's the wine world is different. So you just gotta know what you're doing. But we have new affiliate partnerships that we have now, and so other things will be popping up too as well. We will be changing the system of how we do things after the top of the year. I want to say I keep saying 300 because we're so close to that number, but it's probably not going to be at 300. It's probably going to be at the top of the year when we change how we do things around here. But this ride has been an excellent ride for the last 2 years. But it's time to switch some things up. It's time to change how we move around here. Now, I'll still be coming. I'm coming back, but things are just going to be a little bit different. Um, and I will be working on some of those details tomorrow because my kid isn't going to school tomorrow, so I don't have to get up early, and then I can just get up and get to work and all of that good stuff. So yeah, it's happening. Um, but there are other affiliates that we work with that you may be interested in as well. You can look in the description above or below and get all of that information. Because we working on some stuff over here, baby. We're building. We're building. What time is it? We good? Oh, I'm in a rush. I'm gonna but yeah, so we're working on a few changes. We got the new theme music before the start of the year, thanks to my boo, because he hooked us up. He always hook us up though. I got like 3 different theme songs and I switch back and forth. Oh, also, oh y'all, before we get to all of that, I wanted to talk about this one thing right here, because this is like, dude, we can't afford it. And but if you can afford it, you can afford it. But so the Wu, because I'm an avid Wu Tang fan, I've always loved them for the longest time. Man, I've always been a Wu Tang fan. Wu Tang Clan got me in trouble because my little cousin was running around the house talking about Wu Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. But it was my fault because he was listening to Wu Tang Clan, so I take full accountability. But I got in trouble. But they have this Wu Legacy collection coming out. And dang, I was trying to get to it so I could show y'all. But it's like this big like coffee table like thing and that the book comes on and it's like a gold. They're only giving out 30, well not giving out, but they're only selling 36. And when I tell you the price, I thought I had it. Oh, I do. I know where to go. When I tell you the price of this mother effer, it's like, dude, I could put that spend that on mortgage. That's house down payment. I'm not paying that for. But if you got the money, then I would recommend doing it. That's all I'm gonna say. Now it went on sale. It launched today at 3 p.m. Um and like I said, it's this lovely like globe type of table thing, and you open it up, and it kind of opened like some wings. That you open it up, and then inside, so it's 36 books, 36 chambers, 36 artifacts. hmm So that's what they got going on. None of the books are the same. You get one book when you order it, but only 36 people can get it. And the price is, drum roll please, $360,000. This is why I said none of us can get it, but just the idea of it's dope though. Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. Pretty dope. Just not something we can obtain. That is a nice ass house too. That's a house. That's a house. I can't. I can't. Um. So the chamber is 400 pounds of steel and bronze. They're each individually designed by Gethin Jones, a protege of Anthony Garmelli, inspired by the ancient past and the bronze ritual goals of Zhao dynasty. So it's a lot of legacy behind it. So yeah, I understand why it would be that expensive. Whose first ruler was King Wu Wang. So it's a lot of legacy behind it. It's the book, a large format coffee table style photographic book. It's 21 by 21, over 300 colorful pages, showcasing rare images, unseen images of the band by leading photographer, including the legendary Danny Hastings. Um, it's a lot of different photographers, but I guess it's over the span of their career because the Wu has been here for a while. Um, and then It's printed and bound in Italy. I like things that come out of Italy. They got good quality stuff. Using the finest leather. I told you. That's why I be trying to tell y'all niggas to get my sneakers, but y'all be playing. Uh, the finest leather. But the finest leather, and they want $360,000 for what they asking for. I'm only asking for a buck and some change. Uh, but anyway, the finest leather and materials, each of 300 pages is a snapshot of Wu-Tang's history and the making, providing a unique glimpse into the origins of the biggest hip hop crew of all times. And like I said, it's 36 books, only 36 books, but none of the books are the same. It's 36 chambers, which would be the actual what it comes in and stuff. The table, the hardback coffee. What? I'm going to finish when I finish. It's the hardback coffee table books. So, and then it's 30 artifacts that is included with it. 300. If you got $360,000, you in there. I don't have it, so I'll never have it. But you could also go to Wu-Tang's page and on IG and see what I'm talking about. It's a video that's been placed on there as well. I don't have $360,000 to be giving up like that. Not like that. If I got $360,000, then I'm spending that on a home, on something that's gonna have build value, whatever. But yeah, big shout out to the Wu-Tang Clan though. I would just, it's not something I could do. Maybe I just go get a Wu-Tang shirt or whatever. But all right, some things I got to get into because I got all the way into that Wu-Tang situation. I'm sorry. I told y'all they got me in trouble when I was younger. First things first, if you would like to come on the show, hit us up ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com, ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Join us anytime. Drop a comment. You can call in. Well, usually that line is not open unless I got a show, but you can still send a text, and I will receive the text, and I will read it on the show. Or you can come and ask me in the comments to drop a link, and I will, and you can join me on the show live in person. You can use your camera on your phone, your computer, however you want to do it, and we'll let you in. As long as you're on your best behavior, though, because I've had some weirdos. Remember that any music that I play, which is usually only on Fire Fridays, I have permission to play. I wouldn't play it unless I did. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. Any like, any share, any subscription is greatly appreciated. That is the free way to support this show. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. Again, the website is www.ambitiously.entertainment.com. For whatever we got going on over there, we working on it. If you would like to donate, $ capital L, the rest are lowercase, URLUCIDITY. $ capital L, LURLUCIDITY. Lord Lucidity. That's what it is. And we are on all streaming sites. And I do mean all streaming sites. Not going to run through the list tonight, but we are on all streaming sites. Also, there's some things that I usually say when I'm getting out of here anyway. Because I'm about to. I gotta go. Can't stay here all night. I can't. It's just not possible. But I will say this. Mind your motherfucking business. Come here and I will tell you other people's business. I just did it tonight. And I usually do it on Mondays. And well, I told you my business too. Not too much. But come here and let me fill you in on other people's business. Because minding people's business out in these streets is dangerous. Mind your business. Just mind your fucking business. Also, love your babies, hug your babies, encourage your babies to be whatever it is that they want to be. If they want to work for NASCAR, then encourage them to be the best pit boss or NASCAR driver or whatever else people do, announcer, whatever else they do at NASCAR over there. I don't know. I don't really watch NASCAR, but if that's what they want to do, if my daughter wanted to drive for NASCAR, I would totally get into it. If they want to work for NASA, something she does want. They want to work for NASA, encourage them to be the best astronaut, engineer, or even janitor or secretary or whatever it is that they want to do at NASA. Encourage them to be great at that too. Um, you know, the point is just encourage those babies. Love them and encourage them. They need that. What's wrong with the world right now is it's not enough encouragement for these kids out here. Everybody is just running rampant. So let's bring it back and let's get back to loving these children and teaching them the right ways. And teaching them that it's okay to love. And last but not least, hold on, I gotta get in my right frame of mind. Last but not least, stay in your fucking lane. Cause you jump in my lane, you're gonna get this. You're getting all that, and you don't want that. You want this. I'm just saying. She's sweet and she's cuddly and she's loving. You want her, or at least this. I'm happy when I'm purring. You want that, but stay in your lane, because what usually happens is a collision. Well, who the fuck wants that? Nobody wants a collision, so just stay in your fucking lane. And with that being said, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming through and listening to whomever. Hold on, because I want to say this. Whomever is watching on YouTube, thank you, love. And whomever is watching on Twitch, thank you, love. And to whomever may have been watching on Facebook, thank you, love. I appreciate you. And with that being said, I gotta get up out of here. It's time for me to go. Bye. Love you. Bye.